I'm back, and this time I want to talk. Treadmill running has lost his voice. But don't be sad about that. I'm a much better YouTuber than him. Plus I also look better and run faster. Here on this channel treadmill running often try to find the very latest shoes, hoping that they are much better than the old models. But the truth is that this pair is still absolutely one of the most effective shoes for him, at low speeds. Of course, he has not tested all shoes. So maybe there is a couple that works better for him, but let's try to find some data that backs up his claim about how effective this shoe is. He has received some criticism for his tests on the treadmill. So here he did a test outside, to prove that his data can be trusted. Here is just one very important thing to know when looking at other people's data. I have seen many who can run really fast in training but not so fast in competition. One of the explanations for that is here. If you upload to Strava and say you ran, for example, 5 kilometers in 16 minutes, but has taken a break after every kilometer, then all of a sudden it's not very impressive. So always look here if you want to see the correct data. Here you can see his average heart rate from this run. The lower the heart rate, the more effective the shoes is. As you can see, the heart rate rises quite a bit at the start. He does not quite experience the same in his test on the treadmill, because he always makes sure to warm up well before he starts the test. And let me just say it is of course easier to run on a treadmill as you have no wind plus no altitude gains. The shoes have been tested quite a bit and work best at approximate this speed for him. They don't work very well if you have to run fast. Here is a longer training run in them. And again at this speed it is the shoe that has the lowest heart rate. Here you can see some data from another test that was performed on the treadmill. But if he had run 5 kilometers that day, the average heart rate would certainly have been higher. But here it is also very important to remember that you must never compare the heart rate on different days. There can be so many things that come into play that can make a difference. Here I would like to talk a little about the criticism the channel has received with the tests on the treadmill. The criticism is that the treadmills are not reliable. The only thing I can say is that they have a maximum speed of 25 kilometers per hour and are serviced regularly. But they are definitely not 100% accurate. Nor have I ever claimed they were, but I can get a little annoyed when people don't try to understand things properly before criticizing something. Try to notice the time at which the test took place. I find it hard to believe that the treadmill changes speed in a few minutes between the tests. Whether the treadmill is 100% accurate is not so important. What is important is that it shows exactly the same speed during these two tests. And the tests will of course be done in the opposite order on another day, to try to achieve the most accurate results.